Hi everyone. So in the last video, we spoke about how do we get to the right LinkedIn profile via advanced search. This video, we are going to be mainly talking about once we land on that particular profile, how do we get their email ID? Why email ID? Because think about yourself. If you are a working professional or a founder or someone like that, the first thing or a mandatory thing that you check during your day is your email. We might reach out to them on WhatsApp or LinkedIn, but those are all personal stuff and people might not check it on a regular basis. But when it comes to email, that is something they check on a day to day basis. So that's why we are trying to get into their email. Now, there are two ways to get their email ID. One is ideally you drop them a connection request on LinkedIn and wait for them to respond. You can tell them why you are reaching out and they will give you their email. Most of them do. The second type is using a technique, you can actually guess their email ID. And yes, I did mean guess. People don't put their email ID in the contact section in LinkedIn because we do take advantage of it. So how do we get the email IDs of people? By just their LinkedIn profile is what we are going to be looking at in this video. There are two parts to it. One, how do we actually do it? The second part, how it's actually happening. The reason for you to understand that part as well is so that you will understand why this is legal and this entire process is also completely free. So let's get started. So the tool which we are going to be using for this particular activity is called Get Prospect. It's an online product which anyone can actually log in and use, and it does have a free tier. That is why we are recommending it. So they give around 50 free email extractions every month and 100 free email verifications every month. So extractions is ideally what we are going to do now. Like we are going to go to a profile and get their email ID. Option two is if you already have some email IDs, but if you don't know whether they are currently active, you can put it through the system and it will verify and tell you whether they are currently active or not. And there is a logic and tech behind how this extraction and verification actually works, which we will look at in the second part of the video. But first, let's figure out how to get the email IDs from the LinkedIn profile with just a click. Okay, let's get started. So when we sign up for this tool, it will ask you to log in. You can log in with your Gmail, and as soon as you log in, it will ask you to add an extension to your browser. It's a add-on on Chrome and also Edge if you are using Edge. So the UI you see in my screen, it's from Edge. So as soon as you install the add-on, you will see this icon on your LinkedIn. Whenever you open LinkedIn, you will see this icon. uh, for the testing purpose, I am taking a recruiter's profile from LinkedIn. So the face and the email ID will be blurred for the particular person's privacy, but you can. This process is easy enough that anyone can actually do this. Okay. So all you have to do is go here, go to the profile, click on the icon which is given, and on the right hand side you have to just click on show email, and the email will come up. That's it. It's just on one click you will get the particular person's email ID. It will take like 20-30 seconds for it to figure out the email ID and give you, but it will give you, right? And you can see this email icon has a green dot around it, which means it has verified it and the email ID is currently active. And if at times there would be an yellow color button, which means it was able to find an email ID, but it was not able to verify if it's currently active. And at times you will also get red, which means it was not able to find an email, and gray, which means again it was not able to find an email ID. So this way you can generate 50 emails from any individuals. It could be HNIs, founders, HRs. You can find 50 people's email ID every month from one account. This is how this process completely works. this is ideally meant for small scale individuals or organizations who want limited outreach. If you are a bigger organization who want outreach in a scale, you want like thousands of email IDs to be extracted, that is still possible. They do have a bulk extraction logic, but you might have to go for their paid version. But for smaller organizations and individuals, the free version is more than enough. So I did some researching and figuring out and trying out different tools to understand how these tools actually work, and this is my understanding of it. So the tool actually extracts three things from LinkedIn from the profile which you land on, which is ideally their name, their company, and their company's domain. So these three information is what it is fetching from the profile. With this information, what it does is create a series of email IDs. Most of the companies in India and also abroad, we have a common naming system. It's either first name dot last name, last name, or first name. There could be 6, 7 combinations like this. So with the information we saw, the name, the company name, and the domain, it uses the full name and the company's domain to create a series of email IDs for that one person. And then it will ping the company's server, not send an email. There is a concept called ping, where they will ping the server with each of the email IDs to get a response. If we get a positive response when we are pinging an email, which means that's the actual email ID. So that is how this fetching logic actually works. It ideally generates email ID and then verifies if it actually exists or not. That is what makes this legal, because if I randomly guess someone's email ID to send them an email, you can't actually say that I'm stealing some information, because I thought about it and I did it, right? So that is the logic behind how these tools, like not just GetProspect, a lot of tools work. And yeah, that's why it's legal and that's how it's done. Hope you guys found this video useful. Do not exploit it too much. Don't scrap way too many emails and send way too many emails. Companies are also smart. They have their own ways of stopping you from doing this as well, which probably I'll do it in a later video to like counterattack this. Maybe like how to stop people from getting our company emails is also in my list of videos to do. So stay tuned for that. And in this series, we have done two things, right? Like figuring out the person, now figuring out the email. Our next video is going to be about, now we have the email, how do we reach out to them effectively? Like if you have like 200 emails, you can't send individual emails to them sitting manually, right? How do we effectively reach out to people in not like thousands, but maybe like 20, 30 emails? How do we automate it and get it done quickly and also effectively is what we are going to look at in the next video. And yeah, that is also for free. How do we do it for free is the whole concept of it. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy this, and thank you for watching.